Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bitrix24. I'm Bitrix24 Chief Marketing Officer, and I will be conducting today's Bitrix24 Task and Project Management webinar. As you know, our cloud service is extremely popular. We have received a number of awards. For the second year in a row, PC Magazine includes our CRM among world's top 10. Our task and project management is now among top three most popular online task and project management solutions, and we're definitely the most powerful free task and project management platform right now. More than 200 developers are working in 7 different offices. That is why we release so many features, so many new features several times a year. And another reason why Bitrix24 is so popular is our unique pricing structure. As you know, almost every feature available to you inside your Bitrix24 account is absolutely free of charge. We do have 3 commercial plans, and uniquely we do not charge you based on user count or project count. So we do receive emails pretty much every day. People can't quite believe us that Bitrix24 Professional is unlimited users, unlimited projects, unlimited storage, unlimited everything. But yes, folks, that is absolutely true. This is one of the biggest advantages Bitrix24 offers, because if you compare us with our competition, you start using software and pay $100 a month because you have, let's say, 20 users. Then by the end of the year, you need more users, new projects, and you may end up with a much higher bill. This never happens with Bitrix24. Our pricing is extremely client-friendly and very transparent. You can actually plan your costs very accurately. We do encourage you to try our on-premise editions as well. Go ahead and visit a partner section on bitrix24.com and ask them to demo on-premise version for you. We do offer you a source code, and it is extremely customizable. It also comes with additional tools like helpdesk, e-learning, and some others. Bitrix24 has over 35 tools in total, but for this presentation, I will be talking strictly about task and project management. And let me get inside my demo portal so that I can show you how it works. So the first thing I want to do is I want to show you how to customize your Bitrix24 account. When you registered, you were presented with this screen right here. You have to select your primary Bitrix24 tool, and when you do this, the menu will automatically rearrange itself. So if I'm going to use with tasks, then I want to have tasks set as my home page. If I want to work with projects, then I probably want to make workgroups my home page. And then when I log into Bitrix24 account, I will see projects first and not tasks. This menu right here, the horizontal menu, is entirely customizable as well. If you click Configure menu, you can move items around. You can grab any item from your vertical menu item and add it to the horizontal menu. You can collapse this menu if you need more working space, and do lots and lots of other stuff. Please go ahead and watch our introduction to Bitrix24 webinar where we talk about admin options, customizations, and other stuff. There we cover how to invite users to a Bitrix24 account, and this is all available in past webinars. The one thing that I want to show you is under settings, you have very important option here to set your business hours and your weekend days and your holidays. This is important because Bitrix24 task, you have 2 options. You can schedule tasks only for your business hours, and of course our system will know how long your workday lasts only if you set it up. So if your work day is 8 hours long, you have a task that requires 12 hours, our system will automatically split this task into 2 days, 8 hours in one day and 4 hours in another day. It will never schedule a task for Saturday or Sunday, for example, if you have those days as weekend. So that is where it's done. Another thing I want you to do is go to your profile. We do have email to task and task to email options. And if you would like to create a task from an email, you will need to know this email address. When you forward your email to that address, it will automatically create a task for you. The last thing I want to show you is if you go to Bitrix24 chat, I will not be talking about chat in this webinar because if you've used Slack or Skype or any other solution, Bitrix24 chat works exactly in the same way. But I am showing you chat right now because this is where your notifications for the entire Bitrix24 account are configured, including task notifications. Would you like to receive push notifications or your mobile or email when a new comment is added to a task? If yes, then you have this option enabled. If you're receiving too many emails as is, simply remove it from here. So that's where you configure notifications for your tasks as well as other parts of Bitrix24. That's extremely extensive, and again, I've covered it in the introduction webinar. Okay, so let's start with projects. The important thing to understand is that in Bitrix24 currently, projects and work groups are the same. And as you'll see shortly, work groups have every feature that a project needs. So to create a project, excuse me, click Create Group, and let's create Mike's project. Here you enter description, you decide if a project is private or public, whether other employees are allowed to see it, and if you would like to provide access to external users, then you have to make this group/project available in extranet. This option is available starting with Bitrix24 standard plan. What features are available inside your project? Well, media gallery, project calendar, tasks are obviously critical for any project. Project drive, we have our own drive solution that works pretty much exactly how Dropbox or Google Drive works. Project conversation, project search inside project, wiki, and lists. We will not be talking about lists in this webinar. That's an advanced tool that is available for Bitrix24 professional users, but essentially it's workflow automation tool. If you need budgeting, if you need expense approvals, you can do this easily via lists. Our partners will be more than happy to demo this feature for you if you'd like. Okay, let's invite new users to our project. I can select the entire departments if I want to. And I can invite external users via email here. Obviously, you'll probably want to modify this invitation email invitation text here. Okay, so we're done with inviting members. What else do we have? Here you decide who is allowed to invite new users to your project/work group. Is it going to be only the person who created the project, or project owner and moderators, or anyone? If you have a project that is for nonprofit or some sort of informal group, you may want to select this option here. And this is where you enter keywords and tags for easy search. Okay, so we have created a project. Let me show you what a project looks like inside. So as I've mentioned, project has its own drive where documents that are related to this specific project are stored. Here you configure access permissions for the group drive and it's entirely customizable. You can also do the same thing with individual documents. You can decide who has access. If you want to share access with a person who is outside this project, you can do that. You can create public download links, much like you do with Dropbox. You can lock documents if you don't want anyone else messing around with the documents while you're editing. And you can see revision history for each document. By the way, document locking option is available starting with Bitrix24 standard plan as well. Okay, tasks inside projects. We do provide you a list view and Gantt view for your tasks. I will be talking more about tasks a little bit later on. This is where you work with your projects. You can track time. We will be talking about that as well. And perform group actions for project tasks. Each project comes with its own calendar, conversations, media gallery, and of course wiki and lists if you need those. So that's as far as projects are concerned. What actions are available for you for projects? Well, first, you will probably want to receive updates specifically for that project, or if you have too many projects and you do not, then you click the bell again. If you want to move to archive your project, then simply click Edit Group and move the project to archive. Excuse me, it's this option right here. You can also change settings anytime you want to, change tools inside the project. We do have granular project access rights settings. So for example, for tasks, I can set who can view tasks, who can create tasks. Is it going to be only the person who created the project, or owner and moderator, anyone, authorized users, all visitors? So that is, like I said, granular access level on pretty much for everything inside your project. So this is an example of what a project looks like, and we will be returning to a connection between project and tasks later on. And now let's switch to tasks. In Bitrix24, we have a basic task form as well as an advanced one. And it makes a lot of sense because some people need task management simply because they want to make sure that they don't forget to do certain tasks. But then there are people who are task management ninjas. They need checklists, they need recurring tasks, task templates, task reminders, and lots of other advanced options that are available in Bitrix24 as well. But let me show you the simple task form first. So our first task is going to be, let's say, create business card. I'm going to be the person responsible for this task. I've added a deadline for it, and I've clicked Add Task. So the task is created. As you'll see, you're able to change deadline, add reminders, add score for this task, add participants, observers, tags, and do lots and lots of other stuff. So let's look at this form right now. I can set priority level. Let's make it high priority. I can add this task to the list of my favorite tasks. I can start timer for this task. I can copy, create subtask. If I'm too busy and I want to delegate this task to another employee, I can do that. I can delegate the task to Ben. I can postpone the task or delete it. I'm showing you how automatic time tracking works, but we do have manual time entry as well. So if I want to add 2 hours, I can do it here, and 2 hours will be added manually. The entire task history is stored here. Anytime anything happens with this task, it's logged. And of course, I can add task comments. as well. Okay, so that's the basic task form. Now let me show you the advanced task form. Let's open those options here. Okay, so task number 2. First thing you can do is add checklists inside task, and that is extremely convenient. We have a large international pizza chain that runs on Bitrix24, and they have recurring tasks for their manager that includes 22 items on their checklist. The item number 1 is they have to check doormat at the beginning of each shift. So it's extremely convenient to be able to add checklists to your task, and when something is done, you simply check the checklist and this part of the task is completed. Of course, you can use subtasks instead of checklists. That is available as well. Now, if you remember, I've created the last task for myself, but we have 4 different roles in Bitrix24. So the responsible person, as the name suggests, is the person who the task is assigned to. By default, you can have, well, just like with any other task and project management platform, only one person is responsible, because if you have 3 responsible people and the task doesn't get done, who is really responsible? Person number 1, person number 2, or person number 3? One person is responsible. Other people who are participating, who are assisting in a task, are called participants. And here I can add participants, my employees, or I can add other people via email. This is absolutely free of charge. So I'm going to add Peter. This person is going to be participating with this task exclusively via email, or mostly via email. Of course, he or she will be able to switch from an email user to an internal user as well. Let's talk about observer role. Typically, observers are either supervisors or clients. They are not going to be assisting, but they would like to be informed anytime something happens with a task. So let's add an observer. And again, email option is available to you here as well. Very easy. Created by. In Bitrix24, other people are allowed to create tasks for others. For example, if I'm a busy CEO and I have a personal assistant, she can create a task for me. I actually ask my own subordinates to create my tasks for me sometimes because it's more convenient. So those are the roles available to you for tasks. Let's talk about deadline and time planning. So deadline is pretty self-explanatory. Time planning options, when the task is going to start on. Let's start on 23rd. Task finishing date, or if you enter duration, it will automatically change. It will calculate the finishing date for it. And now let's look at those options here. Responsible person can change the deadline. If you want this option to be available, do have it enabled. Skip weekends and holidays. I've talked about work hour respect option. It's here, and if you click customize, you will be forwarded to the settings section of Bitrix24. Approve tasks when completed. That's a very good option. Sometimes you want to look at the completed task first to make sure it really is done. I've shown you how to add task to a favorite, but it's available here as well. Add task to a working day plan. That's this thing over here. I have today's tasks here, and I can select which task I want to work on, and I can actually start time tracker for a task right here. You can track only one task at a time. Derive task dates from subtasks and autocomplete task when all subtasks are complete. We do support tasks and subtasks, and if you finish your last subtask, Bitrix24 can close the entire task for you. Likewise, it can look at the first subtask when it starts, look at the last subtask when it is scheduled to finish, and then derive starting point and the end point for the entire task from those subtasks. By the way, I should have talked about those pins right here. Like I said, Bitrix24 task form is entirely customizable. So if you are not happy with the basic form, when you click those pins, you can add fields to your basic task form, the ones that you need. You see, I've just added projects and time tracking to a task form. Okay, so if you want to assign a task to a project, this is how it's done. But if you are inside the project already and you have created a task from inside the group, it will be automatically connected to that project. Time tracking, we do have time tracking, and you are able to enter time estimate for a task and then compare the allocated number of hours with the actual time spent. Task reminders are available to you. You can create as many reminders as you want to yourself or task creator or the responsible person via inside Bitrix24 notifications or email. If you do want to create a repeating task, this option is available to you as well. And our repeating tasks are extremely advanced. You can, let's say, if I want a task to repeat itself every Tuesday and Thursday of the week, this is done. If you want a task to be created on the let's say second Tuesday of each month, this can be done, or every first working day or every 8th working day. So that is available to you. You can select a time when the recurring task will be created. If you don't enter end date, new tasks will be created from recurring tasks indefinitely. If you want the process to be stopped at a specific date, this option is available to you here. Or sometimes you want repeating task to stop after a certain number of iterations. Let's say you are going to run 5 identical tests. So those tasks will be created for you automatically. After the 5th test is complete, you will no longer need this task to recur. We will be talking about Gantt. Tasks can be associated with CRM records. I will be showing you how to create a task from inside Bitrix24 CRM later on, but you can also do it from the task form. I've just associated this task with a specific lead or 2 leads. Tags can be added here as well, and if you are Bitrix24 standard or professional user, you can add custom fields. We have a client who runs a furniture shop. They use tasks for order creation. They have a field called color for sofa colors. Let's do that. You can add fields like for if you plan to if you need a budget for the task or a project, you can add a budget field. And you can enter dependent tasks here as well. So if I have everything, I can click add task, and I've added a task. So as you understand, this is extremely advanced task management at its best. And you can also create task templates. I will not be showing you because the entire process is identical. I just want to show you one thing. You can share task templates with other users. Go to access permissions, and then if you want this person to be able to use your task template and edit it as well, you will want to provide full task access, task template access. If you want this person to be able to create task from the template but not edit the template itself, then you need to select read-only access. One last thing, what is the difference between recurring tasks and task templates? Well, anytime you create a recurring task, a template is created automatically. However, there are two different types of tasks. Some of them recur at regular intervals, like paying taxes. Your accountant has to pay taxes every quarter, so it makes sense to create a recurring task that repeats itself every 3 months. Then there are instances like, let's say you're hiring and firing employees on a regular basis, and the employee onboarding process involves identical steps. So you do want to create a task template, but you don't know when you're going to hire your next employee. So the template will be stored here, and then you will simply create a task from a template. This is very easy to do. You go here and you can create a task based on the template that you select. So that's how it's done. Okay, we're done with the task creation form. And folks, I never promised that it's going to be too easy on you. You know, again, Bitrix24 task and project management is extremely advanced. So let's go to our tasks and let me talk about those items here in the menu as well as your tasks here. So my tasks or all tasks. Let's switch this view. Again, you can switch between list and Gantt chart view. I think most people who know what Gantt means also know how to work with Gantt chart, but let me just show you that we support all 4 dependency types. You know, this is finish to start dependency. I can create start to start dependency if I want to. Gantt chart makes it, this is a subtask. Gantt chart makes it very easy to move end date. I can remove dependencies. I can move deadlines. So that's how you work with Gantt chart in Bitrix24, and it's zoomable. So I can zoom in and out for various time scales. Let me return back to the list view. If you want to customize list view, that's this link here. You can add new items, and your view will be automatically updated. Let's talk about filters and group actions. So we have extremely powerful task filtering system. You can use extended filters. You can create your own filters. So let's say I want to find tasks that I created, and I want to find tasks that I created that are overdue. I can add this as a custom filter, and I will be easily able to find all tasks that I've assigned to others and that are overdue. Suppose you have a web designer who got sick, seriously sick. He or she is not going to be able to work for a couple of weeks. So you would use filter to find all tasks assigned to that web designer, and then you would select all of his or her tasks and perform group actions. Like, for example, you would want to set another person responsible for his or her task. Let's say you fired someone then you would select tasks that this person created and change creator. So group actions are available for you here. And also, when you access filter, you are able to export your task list to Outlook or Excel. Some of you have asked about this option, and yes, it is available. So that's group actions, Gantt view, and customizing your list view here. Let me reset it to the default view. Let's talk about those items here. Ongoing, assistant, set by me, favorites, following, and oops, I wanted to click more. Okay, so ongoing are the tasks that are going on right now. If you have been added as a participant for any task, it will be displayed under assistant filter. The tasks that you've set are visible here. And by the way, folks, these red counters here, they show tasks that are overdue, are without deadline, or require your attention in any other way. Your favorite tasks are listed here. If you have been added as an observer, you will be able to filter those by clicking following. And I really want to show you task involvement, projects view, supervising view, and reports. So task involvement is an extremely handy feature. You are able to view tasks for all employees, or you can select an employee here that you want to view departments, and this view allows you to see who's busy, who's not, and if they have any available time slots. So that's the first view. The project view shows you how many tasks are going on in each project. That's very convenient as well. My favorite view is supervising view. I'm able to see everyone's task, including by department. So I can click Victoria and I can see all of her tasks, and I can see that 5 of her tasks are overdue. How come I'm allowed to view everyone's task? Well, if you go to company structure, you'll see that I'm the company CEO. And folks, if you want to have access to this option, you need to set your company structure up. This is easy to do and absolutely free of charge. And this way, our system knows that Ben is the head of the sales department, and these people work for him. And this way, Bitrix24 knows that I'm the CEO and I'm allowed to view everyone's tasks. So that is the supervising view that I am absolutely in love with, and I think that you will love it as well. Task reports, we have a number of reports. Project involvement view is here. Tasks for this month or the last month, you can view those. Efficiency report is a report that shows how many tasks were completed on time and how many tasks are past due. And you will absolutely love these two types of reports: task resource tracking and employee resource tracking. Remember I said you are allowed to enter the estimated number of hours required for the task and then compare it to actual time spent. This is this type of report. So if you Google Bitrix24 workload planning, you will be able to read our blog post that describes exactly how it works. But here at a glance, I can see that Mark was allocated 78 hours for a task or a project. You can build this report for a project. And he has actually spent 645 hours. So this is way out of budget. So this type of report is extremely convenient if you work by the hour, if you hire someone by the hour, if you bill by the hour. We do have quotes and invoices available in CRM. And with this type of report, you can know how many hours, how many designer hours, how many web developer hours, how many proofreader hours were spent on a particular client project, and you will be able to bill those costs accurately. Okay, we are done with task view. Whoa, amazing. Okay, activity stream. I want to show you how to create a task from an activity stream post. So let's say we're discussing something. And people are commenting on this discussion. Oops, I need to already have a post with this text discussion is ongoing. I can add a comment. And I can easily create a task from a discussion or from a comment. It is literally done with a single click. Oh, okay, I require, I've added required custom fields, but if you, well, let me go back. Oh, okay, I think we've spent too much time on this already, but this is very easy to do. If you have basic task form, you will be able to simply click create task, and the task will be created automatically for you. Do not do not use this in conjunction with custom fields, because then you will run into an error message just like the one that was displayed here. Let's go to CRM and let me show you how to create a task inside CRM. So let's say I have contacts. Let me switch to the contact, Alice. I go to activities and I need to create a task that is associated with this person. Let's say I need to prepare contract. Let me remove those custom fields. Because I don't need them any longer. So you'll see that the task has been created, prepare contract, and it's already associated with this person. So if I go to activity, I can see what's going on. If I go to task, I will see this task there as well. And let me go back to activity stream, and since I've removed custom fields, I should be able to create a task from comments as well. You see the task has been created from the comment, and this is the task that I have created from the CRM. Okay, folks, let me go through my list, because I think I have just about covered everything for task and project management. Custom interface, projects, task form, custom task form, advanced task form, tasks from email, from activity stream, from comments, from CRM, time tracking, repeating tasks, task templates, yes. Okay, we will be opening Q&A section. Right now, let me stop the recording and thank you for attending our webinar. Oh, hold on, I just forgot that if you have any questions, If you want to explore more, go to our YouTube channel, Bitrix24 videos. We do have videos about various aspects of Bitrix24 and past webinar recordings. If you go to bitrix24.com and go to help desk, you will be able to find information about task and project management here. If you go to training page, training.bitrix24.com, and you select cloud service, you will be able to learn how everything works inside task. I do apologize, we have changed the interface for our cloud service and we didn't update it screenshots in our training manual everywhere. We will try to do it ASAP, but I think we are done here.